All right, welcome to day 13. Today is going to be a leg day. For those of you who saw my update video, I wrecked my shoulder. So moving forward, I'm not going to be doing so many upper body focused workouts, but when I do, I will modify. But for the most part, we're going to be getting our workout just doing the legs. I'm just going to start the timer right now. 9 sets. All right, 1 minute. Start the watch. Cardio. And we're going to be following our 1-1-1 structure as always. 1 minute of work, 1 minute of cardio, 1 minute of rest and or stretch. I'm actually going to have to take it a lot easier during the cardio segments, just because even moving around hurts my arm a lot. So I'm actually going to just take my time, try to get in as much of a workout as possible through the legs. In order to do that, I'm just going to focus on tempo. So much slower movements, much deeper movements. Trying not to rest as much, just trying to work as much as possible throughout the minute of work. So we have about 15 seconds left. We're going to get started. We're actually going to not do, we will do 2 warm-up sets and then we'll do 7 sets of work. So we're getting ready to start about 5 seconds. Okay, keep my slippers off. All right, just going to do a regular squat. I'm actually doing these on I'm gonna squat down to the balls of my feet because I haven't opened up the hips yet. My balance, keep your balance. Okay, got about 30 seconds left. I'm going down slow, all the way down, keeping the back straight. Even the butt out. Gotta push that back a little bit. See, right now my knees are kind of tracking out over my toes, so I'm gonna position my feet so that doesn't happen. Okay, there we go, much better. All right, I'm just gonna do a couple more of these. We're into our minute of cardio. Do 2 more. Okay. Yeah, this is about, I can't even lift this arm. I can still bend at the elbow. So this is fine, but lifting it up like this, So I'm just gonna do some high knees. Which is the go-to. Can't really jump around too much. Oh, even this. This works. 116 heart rate. Okay. All right, we're into a minute of bringing that heart rate down. Okay. I'm already at aerobic. I'm already at 130. So that worked. I'm actually going to try some different cardio moves today. I'm going to try some kicks, mostly just a front kick. So I've tried those before and they actually really work to bring up. I don't know if they work for you necessarily, but they bring up my heart rate. And that's what I want to do. So for those of you who have not watched my other videos, it's been about maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Today is day 13. Since I started doing this, I'm already down 3 pounds. And I would say just about a ½ an inch in my waist. So you got 5 seconds left. And we're going to start our next warm-up round. 3, 2, 1. Just more squats again. Nothing too crazy. You know, for me, I just want to get enough movement to get my heart rate into a certain zone and to activate those muscles so that the body knows, hey, we need these. Don't eat these up. Don't atrophy these. 30 seconds left. And of course, after the last disaster I had where the camera completely shut off for like 2/3 of the workout. I'm really hoping something like that does not happen again. I have 10 seconds left. 5. And I'm squeezing my butt at the top. All right. Let me try those kicks. Gonna do a turn to the side so you're not seeing the bottom of my feet. Just gonna do a front kick. Lifting the leg is what's really gonna give you that increase in the heart rate. And this works abs too, like with that lean back. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. And I am starting to get warm. I can feel it. And I feel this in my abs too. Still on 126, but 10 seconds left. All right. Just hit aerobic zone 130. All right, let's just rest. Walk this off. Don't stop moving. My goal here is to break a sweat by the end. Not feeling it yet. Still warming up. So we're gonna do one more warm-up set. We're gonna start in about 20 seconds. Man, I tell you, I now have a much better appreciation of folks who have debilitating injuries or who might be disabled, lost an arm, maybe have a weakness on one side of the body. Man, I appreciate what y'all go through. You don't realize how much you take for granted until you don't have it anymore. That goes for so many things. Health least of all, or most of all, depending on who you are. Family, friends, loved ones, your job, your physical abilities, mental abilities. You know how hard it is to put on a shirt with just one arm? All right, 10 seconds left. Okay, 5. Oh, woo. All right. I'm gonna try my front knees. Let's speed these up. That little twist. Get some abs in there. You know what's surprising to me? The fact that on days when I do strength workouts like this, I don't burn as much as days where I'm just walking, like doing our walk in the gym. Ooh. All right, we're at 136. So we're really warming up now. I'm feeling this in the hip flexors as well. Lifting. All right. 141. Now I'm well warm. Well warm. Gotta remember to log this. Trying about 14 cups a day. Oh, all right. So next we're gonna go into our 6 strength focused sets. And I've really been falling in love with sprinter step, sprinter lunge type workouts to isolate the legs. So we'll start with that. We're going to start with the left leg. Let's start with the right. I know what these look like. Lunge, and then you're going to bring it up, and you're going to go all the way back. And when you put the leg back, make sure you're going down. Back up a little bit so you can see what these look like a little bit better. And if you want to really make these tough, you can do a little drive. So that's acceleration and deceleration. That's getting a little tough. Feeling that burn? Okay. You feeling a little burn? When you bring it up, don't lift it all the way. Just tap. Feeling tough? I'm feeling tough. Okay. Woo! Beginning into a minute of cardio. 150. That one really did something. For those of you who might have been following me, just to give you a reminder of who I am and what I'm doing. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mosi. Friends call me Mo. Currently 214.8 pounds. Trying to get to roughly 170 to 180, which is considered normal for my height. 6 foot ½ inch or 1 minute rest. 6 foot ½ inch, 184 centimeters for the non-Americans. So that's going to require lose, as of today, 17 and 20, 14 and 20, 34 pounds to get to 180. And then a further 5 or 6 to get to the 175, 176 range, which at my height is normal. Anything lower than that, and I risk going into the underweight category. So I've given myself till September 1st, which is my birthday, to lose this weight. So my goal isn't to get ripped. I'm not trying to look like a model or an athlete. I'm trying to get down to normal body weight first. All that other stuff can come afterward. All right, let's go. I'm gonna start standard. Just raise up. Feeling this really through the glute, through quad. I'm gonna slow this down now. So that's acceleration and deceleration, which really puts tension on not just the quad, but the calf too. You have to stabilize. Okay, I'm just gonna tap. All right, you have 10 seconds left. Oh, all right, cardio break. We're at 144, aerobic. That's where you want to be. Not trying to get up into threshold or max, because that's hit. And we're not trying to hurt ourselves with the hit. Have 30 seconds left. Gotta be careful to keep this arm in this position so I don't. This might actually be a little bit better, honestly. Okay, this is okay. This doesn't hurt. All right, 1 minute. I'm gonna do some hip openers against the wall. Okay. Got about 40 seconds left. In my never-ending quest to open my hips so that I can do that squat, that seated squat comfortably, stretching out my calves and the back of my leg, building that mobility and flexibility back there. 20 seconds. Stretch my arms out, touch the floor, move forward a little bit. We have about 10 seconds left. We're gonna do something special for the next 2 rounds. All right, we're gonna do a reverse lunge, but we're gonna tap in the back 3 times. Straight, up, out, up. Okay, so we're gonna do, actually, no, let's do it the other way. We're gonna do right, middle, back, middle, left, middle, back, middle, right, middle, back, middle, left, middle. So this, ooh, oh, feeling this. This is keeping tension on that whole leg. Holy crap. 20 seconds left. Oh. So you got a curtsy, regular reverse, lunge, regular reverse, curtsy, and I'm done. Ooh, that brought me up to 160. Okay. Cardio break. I'm just gonna jog on the spot because that wiped me out. So, going back to me, why I'm doing this. So, for a really long time, I have been, what's the word? I haven't had the right mindset around food and around nutrition. I use food to self-soothe, coping mechanism. And when you're someone who has or who has dealt with mental health issues like myself, food can become your worst enemy, which it did. At my biggest, I was 238. Now I'm 214. So what is that? 20 pounds, 24 pounds? This was a while ago. So thank God I've never been up to that size again, but I'm still much heavier than I should be for my height. So I'm treating this as an experiment. I call it the grand experiment. It's really just a system that I created, and I'm testing the various components of the system to see what it does. About 20 seconds, we're gonna do a right leg. So the first block, we're gonna be testing calories in versus activity to see how much weight I lose every week. That's the block we're in until March 5th. All right, let's get ready. So same thing. Let's start with a reverse lunge to the left, to the back, curtsy lunge to the right, reverse lunge to the back, lunge to the outside, back, right. You're trying to go down, I am, the lowest possible. And I hate when this thing does that. Screen just went black. Okay. Gonna go back. Gonna go out. We're gonna go back to the right. Oh, feeling this. I'm really trying not to support myself too much on that leg. That makes it easy if I do that. Okay. Cardio break. 161. That worked. 2 more sets after this. So the goal, again, for me, testing to see what is the minimum viable, everything really, that I need to do. Minimum viable protein, minimum viable exercise. We're testing what the minimum is, because this system is designed to be something you can do for a long period of time and not get tired, get burnt out, and stop. Sustainability is the name of the game, because if you can do something for a long time, you give yourself enough runway to see it through. 1 minute. All right. Okay. And open the hips again. See, my issue was I never gave myself enough of a runway. 162. I'd never stick with things long enough for them to work, because they become too hard, become unsustainable. But this system that I'm designing and testing, it's going to be all sustainable. Therefore, you could potentially do something like this for the rest of your life. Now, again, I'm not going for super ripped, super in shape, super fit, like 5% body fat results. Like that can come later on down the line. Right now, I'm just looking to get to a 5 seconds. We're gonna do some wall squats. 2, 1, just like the last time. Okay. Just trying to get to healthy body weight with a normal body fat percentage. And then once I get there, I'm gonna fine tune. So with these, just supporting yourself, nothing crazy here. If you're feeling strong, you can bring your legs parallel, but I'm not, so I'm gonna come up a little bit. Get back in aerobic zone. All right, I'm gonna finish these off with some squats. Oh, they should burn. Oh, I actually want this to ache tomorrow. I have 20 seconds left. Oh, squeeze the butt at the top. Ooh, feels good. You got 5 seconds left. And we're gonna go into a cardio break. All right, cardio break. You know, one thing I learned about doing something like this properly takes much longer than you think it will, especially if you have unrealistic expectations, which I think I did. Having done this for 2 weeks, I think my expectations are a bit more realistic. I think I calibrated them a little bit more realistically. And I realized that my goal of 180 is probably going to be 6 months, which is fine. No rush. 10 seconds. Okay. Woo. 164. Bring it down. Okay. Oh, still pretty high at 160. 30 seconds for this last set. we're gonna do squat kicks. We're gonna move from one side to the next. I'll show you what those look like. I've done these before. You can intensify these, you can pull them back. But I'll show you the basic movement in 3, 2, 1. So legs shoulder width down to the middle. That's sort of the base movement, right? And you go down, kick, 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 kick. You want to intensify this? You could go faster. You can jump. Okay, and dial this back. 5 seconds. We're done. Oh. Whew. All right, that's day 13. Crushed. Oh, let's take a minute. On 152. Okay. 160. About 3 minutes left before my clip champ hits the limit and I can't record anymore. So we're just gonna take the last 3 minutes to relax, take it easy. You're gonna check in with yourself. I'm gonna check in with myself. Make sure my heart doesn't explode from my chest. We're coming down 144. So yeah, that was day 13, that was legs. Day 14 is tomorrow. That's going to be a stretch session. Recover, stretch these legs out. I'm going to do a little bit of a stretch after this to kind of get that started. But day 15, we're going to do legs again. We're going to go a little easier because having done legs today, we don't want to do too much. We're going to figure out what we'll do then. But yeah, check in with yourself, make sure everything's good. I'm gonna go take a shower, grab something to eat because I haven't eaten, working out fasted. And I'll see you guys back here on Wednesday, the 25th, for day 13, 14, day 15.